Hey, Chuck Karstensen with my day 5 update. I'm going without the sunglasses today, but as you can see, the eye that is recovering does not open fully. And if I really zoomed in, it's bloodshot. I think it looks not great, but I'll make you suffer for those of you watching live on Facebook. And for those listening, I guess you can't see it at all. I should remind you, I do have a podcast that this goes to. So if you want to catch up on all these, you're driving around, you can search the Real Life Impact podcast and save it. Apple Podcasts, I think on Spotify, a lot of podcast places. And you could listen to these if you'd like to, or if you'd like to re-listen. Again, I'm doing these. Like I said, my first one, I had a blind spot, and I feel my blind spot was not sharing these kind of lessons. And as I mentioned before, also when you teach, you share. That's sometimes how you learn the best. And I've been covering the Course in Miracles book. Before I get to the lesson today, today has been my biggest rest day. You'd think you should rest day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. It is not in my nature to rest. And I have taken it easier. In real estate, I'm probably going at 30 to 50% these last few days as far as work. I'm still following up, making some calls. Just like I said, hard to read with the one eye, hard to adjust. They fight each other. Haven't driven at all yet. And today I've mostly just been home. So with today's lesson for this one is continuation from the last ones. That's another reason you should get in the podcast and catch up and see what I'm even talking about. But miracles are supposed to be natural. They're not conscious. They're something that you want to make automatic, meaning if you try to consciously decide to create the miracle, sometimes those can be misguided. And like I said yesterday, miracles are really expressions of love. And expressions of love are ways, obviously, that we serve people. And there's no order or rank, meaning you can't say, well, that's a great big thing, and that's a small thing when it comes to expressions of love. And when I talk about the Course in Miracles, I would say if you're like, what kind of course is this? It's a course on living in the kingdom of heaven, entering the gates of heaven here on earth to help other people. And if you remember, or if you're a follower of Jesus or ever went to church or heard anything, it says, love your neighbor as you love yourself. The love for all people is to be natural. Like it becomes automatic. It becomes a habit. It becomes a habit to love people. A lot of times now people are in a habit of attacking other people. I'm not saying like beating them down, but mentally, verbally, in their mind. Some people attack themselves in their mind, or they do both. That is a lot of times fear-based and definitely not a habit of love. And people might say, how do I correct it? Well, you correct it by A, being aware of it, B, know that the end prize is to make a habit of creating miracles, creating expressions of love, which you can do naturally. It's in you to do this, even if it seems far away right now. It's a blind spot for most people, and you have a chance to turn it around. So that's just today's lesson. It's not going to be super deep or long. I'm not somebody who does 50-minute podcasts. Some of you are probably like, a 5-minute podcast is too long. But make the miracles, make the expressions of love automatic. That's like thing number one. And how do you do that? I think you do study. I think you do apply. I think you do utilize what you learn, but you have to be somebody who's into spiritual growth and personal growth and wanting the best for all people and looking past people's errors, looking past people's sins and forgiving them, because that's what the Creator's done for us. So again, hope that helps. Make the expressions of love, make the miracles automatic, even if it's not natural at first. Sometimes the healing takes time, like my eye. Sometimes it happens quickly. Have a blessed day. Thanks for watching.